There is nothing, and I repeat, nothing worse than finding out someone that you thought was attractive is corny. It just takes, and I don't mean like, because some corny is cute, but I mean like, like corn chowder. Ugh.
Almost made you love me, almost made you cry, almost made you happy, babe. Didn't I? You almost had me thinking you were turned around.
How are you all doing? I love you. I'm so glad to see you here and just for us to be together. It is I coming to you fresh, fit, of course, and free of artificial ingredients, the original lean cuisine. ToneClassic. I want to start this video off by talking about some social media politics, okay? Because social media is a very weird place, and honestly, like I don't know what to make of it a lot of times. I don't even know what the rules are. I feel like I'm just, we're all trying our best, but I do want to discuss some social media politics. And the first thing I want to talk about, ooh, girl, I'm sorry, that LaCroix. Now LaCroix is hidden. Please let me know if I'm exposed, you guys, because this is a children's network and we don't want to. The first thing I want to talk about in regards to the social media politics is unfollowing, refollowing, the politics of following and unfollowing people, okay? You are allowed to follow and unfollow whoever you want to. If you don't want to follow somebody, you don't have to follow them, okay? Period, point blank. That's it. Now, with that being said, it's still interesting to me when people unfollow you because, I don't know, maybe they're bored or they think that you just are not like popping off on socials like you were at one specific time when they followed you. And for me, that's always interesting because everything that people are doing that I know they don't show on social media. I am one of those people. There are some people who do show everything on there, but I am one of those people that 9 out of 10, every accomplishment I have is not being broadcast online. So I think it's always interesting when people decide to unfollow me, people who are like notable figures decide to unfollow me because in their eyes they may think, oh, he's not doing anything. And it's like, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry that it may be translating to you that way. But in my mind, I'm kind of just noted that. And I say this because it always comes back around. The girls always come back and refollow or we be in the same place and it's giving, hey, and it's like, girl, granted, like I just said, you can follow and unfollow whoever you want to follow, girl, but I see you. That's weird. That's a weird reason to kind of unfollow somebody and then be back in their face. I want to refollow them again. And I only say it because it happens. Like, that's the only reason why I bring it up. Next is following people just because they're attractive. Listen, y'all, there are so many attractive people online. There are a lot of handsome, attractive men that I come across all the time. And I know some of them, maybe wonder why don't he follow me back, whatever. I don't just follow people back just because they're attractive online. Because if I did, I would just be like, that's just. I feel like that's just too vain for me personally. Okay, I just can't follow everybody back that's cute. It's just not like I don't need to sit around and look at people who are cute all day. I need to sit around and look at people who are like enriching and who are offering things that I feel like are going to be good for me to consume, or like my friends, people that I know. And being attractive is not a requirement for me to follow you on social media, like, or cute, or, and when I say attractive, I mean attractive according to societal standards or whatever the social media, attractive look is. It comes in a lot of different ways, but I noticed that there are some people who do only like it's a requirement for you to follow people back on socials. They have to be attractive, or you only follow people back who are attractive, or you follow a bunch of attractive, and I just don't do that. Like I cannot, and I feel sometimes I see guys in my likes every now and then who I be like, damn, he's cute, but I just cannot follow people back just because they're cute. If we have a conversation or something, then sure. Now let me say, it's a few exceptions to this rule, but I don't make a habit out of it. Like I maybe follow like two or three guys that I think are just cute, and they don't really do too much, like, but they're just cute, and I like looking at their pics. Like that's probably it. 2 or 3 is my max. But when it comes to following 10s or 20s and all these people who are no, we just don't have the time for that. I advise you all to. I mean, I can't tell you what to do. You don't have to do anything. But if you're asking for mother's advice, I would be careful about that. Because We spend a lot of time on our phones. We spend a lot of time scrolling. We spend a lot of time absorbing all this stuff. So following people just because they're cute, I don't know how good that is for the brain. You know what I'm saying? I want to say really quickly that I will be wearing this outfit again, quite possibly within the next 2 weeks, and I'm going to be taking pictures and reels in it because you cannot see the full outfit, and I need you to act like you've never seen it before. I just kind of like threw this together like sitting home waiting for you, what? And staring at these walls is all I do. This is kind of like LaCroix, but it's off-brand. It's the Aldi brand. I'm still not going to show the can's name because we're not getting no sponsorships. Sponsorships are kind of slow right now, so if there's a coin involved, then we can definitely do a beverage sponsorship. In the beginning of this video, I said something along the lines of, there's nothing worse than finding out someone you like is corny. And I want to revisit that because it's a deep conversation. And some of you know what I'm talking about. Some of you may not. But a little bit of corn is cute. A little bit of corn is okay in my book because I like to laugh. You know what I'm saying? And jokes don't always need to be these, thought out, like, punchline. Like, it doesn't need to be all that all the time. Everyone's not super witty. So sometimes, like, a corny joke is like, like Mama Tina, like, it's corny joke time. Like, sometimes that do, make the hairs on the back of my neck stand up when, a dude tell a little corny joke like, that was kind of funny, like, give me a hug. But there's a specific kind of corny that is just a little too much for me. And have you ever thought somebody was so cute, and specifically a guy, you thought a dude was so cute, and you're like, oh my gosh, he's so cute, and then you find out he's corny. Like, he says something or does something, and you just be like, oh, you're a cornball. It just takes away the fantasy so quickly. It don't matter how fine you are. Like, it's just when it's just a smidge too corny. Like, it just takes it all away. So I'm sorry, I'm no longer interested. Thank you so much. Actually, I'm full. My mom's outside waiting to pick me up. Another social media thing. Do not nail me to the cross for this. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. When someone comes on your page and likes every single one of your posts, I have like over 100 posts on Instagram. And every blue moon, there will be someone that will come and like every single one. And while I am so flattered, let me just say this first, because I'm becoming Michelle Obama. I'm not there yet, but I'm becoming. And so I appreciate when anyone stops by and sends a nice gesture, but we do not need to be going on people's Instagram posts and liking every single one of their posts unless they have like 3 or 4 pictures on there, okay? For y'all who are going and liking all 80, 90, 100, 200 posts on people's page, that I'm not going to lie to you, for me, it kind of scares me. Like, it kind of frightens me because I'm just like, why are you taking the time to do this? I'm kind of scared. And you know what? That aside, when you get the notifications and you open up your app and then you see you got like 100 likes or something like that, and you think, oh, girl, I'm eating it, I'm chewing it. And then you tap it and it's like, some like 55-year-old man named Greg who didn't like every single one of your posts, and it's kind of just like, damn, like, Greg, like, I appreciate the love, sister, but just like 10, that's like a couple. Also, can we talk about close friends for a second? I put people in there that sometimes aren't my close friends, and it's interesting because they just get it. Like, they just get it. Like, how you have people that you're mutuals with online and they just get it. Like, you ain't never met this person in a day in your life, but like, you just get it. You get it, like, I get it, you get it, we get it. So I'm putting you in a close friend, sis, because you just get it, like, and we got it, and it's up. Also, can I just say for a second how devastating, it's almost equally as devastating as the whole corny thing, finding out someone you like is corny, how devastating it is to have a crush on, I'm not even going to say crush, I'm going to say, like, to like a guy, right, via the internet. And then, like, find out that he see you as a sis. He see you as like a sis. Like, hey sis, like, I did not. That is not what I was going for with our dynamic. But we can be lesbians. Gay rights. Have you ever ate something and it was so good, it was just the bomb, that you forgot you ate it? But you looking for it because you're trying to eat down on it, and then you just like, Where's my stuff? And girl, you ate it. You ate it, girl. Go stand and think about what you've done. When it comes to posting people on your social media, on your page, okay, because I do get asked this and inquired this, because if you look at my social media, it is overwhelmingly just me. I do not post my friends very often, if ever. I do not post family. I don't post significant other. I don't post any of that stuff. And it's really just because I have been, quite frankly, I have been made to look a fool in the past by posting people from all three of those categories, and then they do something to really just royally piss me off, and I'm just like, girl, and I got you up here on my platform that I'm building. No, ma'am. So that's one reason why I don't post people. I do have friends, good friends, best friends. I do have family, great family. And, I do date here and there. I'm not dating right now. But, like, I'm not just like this super secretive. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't describe it that way. But I just am careful about how much I share the people that are a part of my life offline, online. Because in addition to what I just spoke about is people online are weird. You know what I'm saying? People on social media are very weird and sometimes want to know everything about you, And that's not even just for myself. That's for everybody. People are just nosy. And some stuff is just not for everybody to know. You know what I mean? People want to dig through your friends and dig through your family. And I've seen it. Like, people are just strange. So I am very, I guess, just careful about that. I do think that sometimes maybe it would benefit me to share more of my community, like my real life community on my socials, because that is a part of me and it's a part of my lived experience. And I do try and share my lived experiences online, not even about being private or anything like that, just about sharing love. I try and share love online, my love of fashion, my love of making people smile and laugh, and all of those things are aspects of the love I have to share. And another aspect of that love I have to share is the people that I share with in real life. So I do think about that sometimes. But again, I feel like I've had situations before where I'm just like, okay, girl, like now I got to take this picture down, or, mm-mm. So just to avoid that, like, I don't even post my people like that. But I do want to talk about posting significant others. I remember this girl, she used to keep a man. You know them friends that keep a man, and every man she got, she would post on her Instagram. Like, I mean, right when they would start dating, she would post them. They got a picture up. And then, my sister was low dramatic, so like, she'd be getting into it with the dudes, and then the pictures come down, and then it'd be a new picture, and we'd be like, oh girl, who is this? And that's why I don't, now mind you, I'm not working my set like that, okay? It's kind of slow over here. But I'm saying, like, I don't want to introduce somebody like that I'm dating on my socials, unless I know, like, okay, we gonna be here for a cool little minute. Like, this is gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got off at this bus stop and you gonna stay here for a little while, okay? Like, because I'm not trying to be taking pics down and then reposting, and you know what I'm saying? Like, and kudos to the girls that do. I'm not reading you. I see you. But I just am not trying to give, like, the whole world my roster. You know what I'm saying? We keep that in a group chat. Because kind of what it gets to me is when you talk to your best friend and you tell your best friend, like, oh, girl, like, I just met a dude, da-da-da-da. He's like the oomph. And then, like, a week later, your sister's like, oh, sis, what happens to the dude you said you met? And you just like, girl, never mind. That's what it gives me. That's what it gives me when the girls post every dude that they talk to online, and the pictures come down, and it'd be a month later, and I'd be like, wait, sis, that doesn't look like the light skinned man that she made the flipogram with, sis. Huh? Furthermore, I know there's some people that, never would post their partner and don't post their partner at all, which I think is interesting. I'm kind of conflicted about that, because I think if I was to be in a long-term partnership, I definitely see why some people don't post their partner at all. But I also feel as though if someone becomes a part of your life, so much so, they're not going anywhere, they're a part of your life every single day, they're a part of you, I don't know. I some of me is like, why not post them? But I do get it for the people who don't post their significant others at all. I get it. Some people don't get that. I totally get that. But I want to know what y'all think in the comments. Let's talk about that, because another thing is, I don't know if you have ever realized, but there are a lot of people who from online you obviously think are single because they never post their significant others, and then when National Boyfriend Day roll around, child, they be pulling these boyfriends out like pocketbooks. Like, I be like, what? Where did he come from? I have something else I want to say too, and I need y'all to listen up, okay? When y'all, hold on, because I don't want to, it's not everybody, but When people go in other people's comments, and even they do this in real life, and say, you look just like, or you look like such and such. Has anybody ever told you look like such and such? Now, here's my thing. I get it, because I used to do that. But you got to be careful, because the person that you think someone else looks like, the person you're telling, they may not see it as a compliment. Me personally, I could look just like Snuffleupagus. I mean, I could look identical to Snuffleupagus, okay? But if you come up to me and tell me I look like Snuffleupagus, I'm going to feel some type of way, because I don't need you to tell me that information. Whether you think I look like him, whether I actually look like him, or not, okay? Like somebody could look like Barney, and you girls are really bold. You girls really go to somebody or be in the comments like, you look just like Barney. That's not a compliment. And even if it's not Barney... I think some people, it eats them up inside. Like, I just have to go say to this person, you look like, girl, leave that man alone. He don't want to be told you look like Donald Trump. That's not a compliment. Leave him alone. Don't stop saying that. If you just have to say something, I think the most appropriate thing to do is to be like, you remind me of someone. And leave it at that. You could really leave it at that. Or you could, if you just have to say it, you could say, you remind me of XYZ, and say whoever you feel like the person looks like. But again, you have to be careful with that, because you're telling someone you look like this person. Now, if the person you're talking to does not think that this person is attractive, or does not, see that as flattering, they're going to be insulted. Okay? So, girl, just keep it to yourself. People come in my comments talking about I look like Kirk Franklin, I look like Tevin Campbell, Gabrielle Union. Some people say I've even got Kelly Rowland a couple times, but I think it depends on the makeup or whatever. I personally think I look like me. I look like ToneClassic. I look like fresh, fit, and free of artificial ingredients, the original lean cuisine. Myself. Now, it's okay to be told that I remind you of some of those people, but I don't know that those people would say that I look like them, and I don't know that I would say that they look like me. I think that, girl, if you went up to Miss Kelly Rowland and told her, this boy looks like you, girl, she'd probably look at you like, she'd probably move that bang out. Because, Kelly keep a bang sometimes and be like, girl, that little bush queen. Y'all have to be a little patient with me, because I don't even remember what I was just talking about. My camera just stopped. I don't even know where any of my memory cards are, girl. Like, this is just so ghetto. At this point, we need a production team. Like, it's just giving real homemade right now. Like, but, we move regardless until we have the funds. But... yeah, I'm going to just segue into a different topic, because I can't even, y'all know I have the attention span of a raisin. Earlier when I mentioned how there are sometimes in the gay world where, you kind of have a crush on a guy, and then whole time you realize, oh, you want to be my sis. You want me to do your makeup. Okay, all right. You want to, okay, cool. But there are other times where it's something else going on. It's something else. It's like it's something else. It's something in between. It's like, do you want to, what's that? Huh? What is that? Do you like what's going on? I can't tell what's going on here. The lines are blurred. Make it clear. Because if you with it, I'm with it. That doesn't go for everybody, though. Results may vary. I will say, though, social media is really draining. People say it all the time. Like, social media is draining. It's full of superficial this and superficial that and whatever. But it's also our thing for our generation. Other generations had stuff like the radio and, like, crack. That was not the best example, but I do hope you understand what I'm trying to convey here. As much as we can critique social media and acknowledge the bad parts about it, it's our thing. It's our generational thing. And so it's a weird area to be in, a weird gray area, because I use it. I mean, right now, like, I use it to post my videos, my content, my art, to create everything, to promote myself. It's team of one over here. But I also... can say that it's frying my brain. Like, social media is literally frying my brain. But I have to use it. I have to use it for my personal brand. And I also have to use it for work. So, there's that. Does anyone else feel that way, or is it just me? If it's just me, you can let me know. But if you feel that way, just say something in the comments so it feels a little validated, I thank you all for watching as usual. I know that you all have fabulous things that you could be doing with your time, but the fact that you sit here to key with me, I love you all. I don't need to say, where to follow me, what to do. I feel like most of the people that come over here and watch me are coming from TikTok and Instagram. So I don't feel like I need to tell you guys to follow me on TikTok and Instagram, because that's where I feel like the girls are coming from. And I'm glad that you all made it over here. But if there are any people that are unique and just are finding me on are finding me on YouTube, then welcome as well, and feel free to go and connect with me on TikTok and Instagram and all the things, because that's where it really goes down, girl. I love you, and I will see you in the next video.
Can't keep on,